Hey everybody, it's Megan. As always, I hope all of you are doing well. Today's going to be a fun video because I'm going to be doing a little unboxing with you guys. I'm going to be showing you what I received from my husband for Valentine's Day. And also, I'm going to be going over the top 6 Louis Vuitton items to buy that are under $600. I guess it makes sense to start off with the unboxings before I do. In case you have not joined my YouTube luxury community, kindly invite you to do so by clicking on that subscribe button you see located right down there below on your screen, and also by clicking that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. So there are 2 items for me to unbox. After I show you these, there will be another unboxing to come in the near future. I did pre-order something that I'm very, very excited about, and I cannot wait to get, and I cannot wait to show you. But the first item comes in this Valentino box, and if you do follow me on Instagram and my stories, I let you guys know how excited I was when I received it because the red just went so well with the whole Valentine's Day theme. I've also said in previous posts on my Instagram that I'm getting a little bit obsessed with these. Not these in particular, but just the entire subject of what's inside. And you guys will pretty much understand right now. So I did get, they're so pretty, these beautiful Valentino heels, and they're very, very different. A transparency going on right here where it shows your skin against the beige, against the beautiful rhinestones. And I tried them on and they're so pretty. I've said it on Instagram. I've meant it on Instagram. I've said that I'm going to do a luxury shoe collection video. That is to come in the very near future. But I'm very happy to say I have these added to my collection. I definitely cannot wait to wear them, especially with the spring and summer coming up. I think because of the transparency right here, it just really makes the shoe pop that much more. So I'm very, very excited to have these. Second item I'm going to show you is one that I've literally wanted, I think, for about 2 years now. Why the heck it took me so long, I don't know. But I did nudge my husband around Valentine's Day. Comes in this Fendi box, and some of you may know that I own something similar, very similar in Versace, and I've mentioned in past videos how I want to get the Fendi version. I'm very happy with these, especially because I did not know the size. I did not know how big they would be. I did not want them to be too gaudy, and I'm absolutely thrilled with how they are. These are the Fendi drop-down earrings. I'll go ahead and compare them to my Versace drop-down earrings. The Fendi pair are actually going to be just a tad bit longer than the Versace, but not by much, so that's good. So you can see side by side, they're quite similar when it comes to the length of the drop. Let me go ahead and try these on in case any of you guys are interested in them. I honestly and freely admit, I am a big fan of luxury fashion jewelry. Some people might say it's a waste of money, but I don't, because I've noticed that when I purchase these items, they really last a long time. And the biggest example I have of that are my Fendi hoop earrings, which I think I've owned the longest, literally almost 5 years. I've worn them time and time again, and they literally have no scratches on them. So I think you guys can understand why I find them to be worth it. These ones that I'm wearing right here, I've mentioned them before. These are the Louis Vuitton Stellar earrings, and they have an iridescence to them, as you can see. They're literally my favorite pair of luxury fashion earrings, and what I love about them most is that they're rose gold, and they go so well with basically any outfit. Getting them on, they're going to look like this. And you know what I love most about them is the fact that they're extremely, and I mean extremely lightweight. I thought my Versace pair was lightweight. These literally feel like nothing when they hang from your ear, and I did not know what to expect, as you guys can imagine. And I was really just hoping for them to be as light as my Versace pair, but my goodness, these are honestly just as light as a feather. I really couldn't be more happy with these because, like I said, I did not know what to expect when it came down to the drop. Also, just the width of the earrings, I did not know how big they would be. Also, I had no clue as to how heavy they'd be, so I'm very, very happy with these. If any of you guys are interested in this pair, the Versace pair, or the Valentino shoes, they are linked within the description box below. Now let me go ahead and take these off, and we can get into the main point of this video, which is going to be the best 6 Louis Vuitton items under $600. The first item is one that I've had in my collection since the start of my collection. It was one of the very first pieces I ever purchased from Louis Vuitton, which was about 5.5 years ago. And I'm talking about the beautiful Cosmetic Pouch PM. This comes in at a price of $570 US. Let me tell you guys something. This will never, ever leave my collection. This style is just so classic, so beautiful. Something that I really love about it is the fact that it does have minimal vachetta. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy vachetta. I think a lot of you guys know I have quite a few bags with vachetta, and I definitely do enjoy it, and I love the process of when it gets darker, although I do like to take care of my bags and have a slow patina. With this one, like I said, I have have owned it for over 5 years. What's so great about minimal vachetta on this piece is when the time comes when it just gets too dark for my liking, and that day will come because this is a forever piece, I'll be able to replace the vachetta, and it's really not going to cost much because there is minimal vachetta. Another thing that I really love about this piece is the fact that it does come with a washable interior, which is amazing because I think all of us know it's very easy to get makeup on the inside of our cosmetic pouches. You guys know I've had it for quite some time and the interior looks pretty good. I've never used an organizer for this piece, although I might want to consider one for sure. But because it does have that washable interior, it looks pretty amazing, I must admit. If this did not come with a washable interior, I don't know if it would have made my list for the top 6, but because it does, that's just an extra layer of protection for this piece that I really appreciate. So that plus the combination that this is just a gorgeous piece to look at and a very useful piece. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I do like to wear makeup sometimes. Yes, I do, absolutely. And of course, I'm going to enjoy a piece like this. Think of it this way. Oh, by the way, I do want to do a video on what I consider to be luxury makeup items that are actually worth the money, because I've done a lot of trial and error when it comes to luxury makeup items, and I have some really great ones to recommend for you, especially when it comes to mascara. My goodness, I guess I'll just say it right now. YSL Clash Mascara is absolutely amazing, and I have tried brand after brand after brand, and that one just beats them all. But yeah, I think it only makes sense when we have makeup. It's nice to have them stored in something beautiful like this. I've said in previous videos that I own too many SLGs, but this one, never leaving my collection. I absolutely adore it. So the next item I want to show you comes in at a price of $320 US. That's a specific size. If you wanted to go up a size, it would make it $450 US. I'm talking about any perfume from Louis Vuitton. You guys can see right here, this is on the beach, and I absolutely adore the packaging. As you can see, so pretty. And this is going to be the smaller bottle. I find it lasts me a very, very long time. And what I really appreciate about this, when I run out of perfume, my goodness, I'm just distracted, you guys, by the beautiful, this is very pretty to look at as well. The pink with the blue is just absolutely amazing. But when I run out of it, I'll be able to get it refilled for only $100. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but Louis Vuitton allows up to 3 characters, 3 letters. You can see my name right there, Meg. So they will definitely do that for you. Just add some customization, personalization to make it more unique, more amazing for you. And this packaging is absolutely beautiful to display at a price of $320 US. You really can't go wrong. And again, there is going to be a size up, which is basically double the size of this. Actually, doing the math real quick in my head, I'm not a math person, I'm an English person, but it's not hard to do. This would actually be less expensive if you choose to get the smaller bottle and do the $100 refill, which is something I definitely plan on doing. And I have to say, I am such a fan of the On the Beach scent. It's so pretty, it's so beautiful, and it's very subtle, which really draws me to it. Whether you get the smaller or bigger size, it's a great item to get under $600. Next item is one I've owned, I want to say, for about 3.5, 4 years. It will never ever leave my collection. I've said in past videos, it's my favorite, largest compact wallet that Louis Vuitton offers. This is the beautiful Victorine Wallet. I absolutely adore this little accent right here. Now this comes in at a price of $575 US, but you really get a lot for what you pay for. I did mention this is going to be the largest compact wallet that Louis Vuitton sells. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean real quick. You can see card slots on each side right here. Also, the interior pockets offer even more room for cards if you'd like. It also has this zipper right here that opens to a very roomy compartment. This is going to work perfectly for change, receipts, but what's really wonderful is this pocket right here. Speaking of receipts or cash, it really opens up to such a wide opening. And I don't know if you guys are a fan of the longer wallets. Me personally, I feel they take up a lot of space, and this one just fits so much for a compact wallet. And given the fact that it's a lot less expensive than the bigger wallets that Louis Vuitton sells, this piece is absolutely amazing. Now I do want to kind of switch gears a little bit when it comes to this, just to give you more options under the $600 range. If you found this wallet to be a little bit too big for your liking, you can always consider the Zippy Wallet. Now, I don't own a canvas version of the Zippy Wallet. I have limited edition versions, but I can go ahead and show you what the interior looks like. If you were to get the canvas version, it's going to be $505 US. The interior is extremely roomy, as you guys can see. A lot of room for cards, a lot of room for cash, even more room for cards right there. So the Zippy Wallet is one to consider as well if you just don't need as much space and you want to go a little bit less expensive. And say you're the kind of person, kind of like me, where you like to carry cards around a lot of the time. Of course, you could always go in that direction. And here I have my Louis Vuitton reversible card holder. This comes in at a price, as well as the other Louis Vuitton card holders, at $265 US. This will allow a lot of space for cards right here, in the middle right here, and then on the other side right there. I happen to be a huge fan, if you guys kind of wanted to indulge for yourself and get it personalized, of the My Heritage version. This one comes in at $450 US, but it's really, really nice. And I gotta say, I've had this one for over 3 years now, and I've used this as my primary card holder time and time and time again, and the paint has not come off, not in the least bit. This is an absolute wonderful way to get a Louis Vuitton item personalized just for you. And again, Louis Vuitton will allow up to 3 characters, 3 letters. I should also mention Louis Vuitton does offer the card holder in Empreinte. If you were to get that, that's $410 US. If you wanted to get the bicolor Empreinte, they do offer that for $460 US. Gosh, I'm getting a little bit off topic. I'm going into a little bit more than 6 items here that I'm recommending, but I'm just trying to give you guys options. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, the card holder might be a little bit too small, the zippy just a little bit too big. What's an in-between size? Thankfully, there is one, and that's going to be the coin card holder. This comes in at a price of $415 US. Unfortunately, this color has been discontinued. Louis Vuitton has a tendency to do that. They sometimes kind of like to just pull items off the website without any warning. But the very good news is they're always coming out with different colors, and there are literally so many different colors to choose from. Again, $415 US. You're going to get a lot of room for cards right here, and then there is going to be space right here for even more cards. In the back, I've done it. You can fit a lot of cards if you'd like, or you could do cash receipts. And then you see the zip compartment right here, which is even more room. Very, very roomy interior, as you guys can see. So when it comes to card holders, wallets, you really have a lot of options to choose from for well under $600. Next item, very, very excited to show you. It comes in at a price of $590 US, and I absolutely adore it. This is the Louis Vuitton reversible belt. It features black leather and also monogram on the other side. And what's wonderful about this, in case you don't know about this belt, is you can easily remove this just by taking out the little stud right there. So you can have this LV with the monogram showing. It's wonderful because it's basically 2 belts in one. Although I have to admit, I do find myself wearing it mostly with the black leather. And for the same price, Louis Vuitton offers a demi-ressort cream or reversible version. How pretty would that be for spring and summer? I think I literally just put that on my mental wish list from Louis Vuitton. So this belt's absolutely amazing. Obviously, you can wear this with shorts, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with dresses. It's a very, very versatile accessory. And in comparison to a lot of the other belts that Louis Vuitton sells, it does come in at a great price. And something else about this belt that's wonderful is the fact that I feel they literally made it the perfect width right here and the perfect size for the LV logo. It's really not gaudy or in your face in any way. I absolutely adore it. So if you're looking for a belt, Louis Vuitton has this one, an excellent one to consider, for $590 US. Okay, so for the 6th and last item that I'm going to show you guys, for the best item to get under $600 from Louis Vuitton, is going to be one that, again, will never ever leave my collection. And again, I received it at the beginning of my collection. I'm talking about the Louis Vuitton key pouch. This comes in at a price of $325 US. And let me just tell you guys, I've used it a ton, and the hardware did not scratch or tarnish in the least bit. It's absolutely amazing. On those days when you're just running errands and you basically just need your keys, your cards, maybe a little bit of cash, this is going to be pretty much the only item that you're going to need. Put some cards in this demi-era version to show how much would fit. I'll count the cards, but you guys can see how much room is left over. So let me take them out and I will count. But 9 cards fit in comfortably, and you guys saw how much room was left over. Another option, I'm going to throw it out there just in case you think to yourself, well, maybe I'd like something to be a little bit different, maybe have a little bit more character to it. You could actually spend a little bit less and get a 4 key holder, which comes in at a price of $265 US. So Louis Vuitton has the 4 key. They also have the 6 key. You're going to be able to have your fob come off if you'd like, but when you actually open one of these, you're going to see that there's an interior pocket where you can use this for the same purpose as that key pouch that I showed you, to fit in cards and maybe a little bit of cash. It's just definitely not going to have as much room as that key pouch, but you do see this little insert right here where you can definitely fit those cards, a little bit of cash for those days when you're just running errands and you just need your keys and some cash cards. The 6 key, 4 key holder are going to be wonderful options, but I did mention these key key pouches first because they are going to offer a lot more room than these key holders. Just like the card holder, they offer the Unprompt version, which is $420 US, or if you wanted to get the bicolor, that's $490 US. So you can definitely upgrade to leather versions if you like. Well under $600, and they're absolutely beautiful pieces. Forever pieces to own that I can affirmatively say I've used both of these time and time again, and I do not see wear. They're absolutely amazing. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful in case you may be interested in purchasing any of the items that I showed, or perhaps you're interested in purchasing them for somebody else. That's another thing. These would make great gift ideas. That's a fact. I don't think any one of those items could ever be considered a bad gift idea. They're all very, very beautiful. So if you happen to have any comments or questions on any of the items that I went over, also if you happen to own one of these pieces, please let me know your experiences with them. I always love hearing from you. All right, you guys, now's the time within the video where I'm going to completely change topics as I typically do, from speaking about luxury to speaking about something that's definitely more insightful, meaningful, and inspirational. Topic of today's video is pathway to peace. It's very important to go through this life knowing that we have to wear our spiritual armor. Throughout our days, it's so important to stay close to God. We need to keep him number one in our lives, and the enemy is always on the attack. It's very easy for situations or even people to get you into a depressive state, to get you into a very anxious state, which you don't deserve to be in. You deserve to live in a very mellow, peaceful, happy state the way God intended. I found that the best way to wear your spiritual armor is to keep God number one in your life, because the truth is he loves you so much. He will never hurt you. He will never betray you. He will never lie to you. He will never ever forsake you. He is always for you. You were created in his image, and you were created to live your life wonderfully, to evolve to be the very best version of yourself that you could possibly imagine. In life, we're just going to encounter a lot of things that are going to try to completely take us down, and really the way we get through that is our faith in God. So our faith is really everything. When we come across those times in life where we have situations that we don't want to face, where we have situations where our hearts are broken, when we have situations that we just feel like we can't go on, we can, because we always have God. And it's truly our faith that will give us that true connection to God. Now, he's always there, whether you acknowledge his presence or not, but when you actually acknowledge his presence through faith, keyword, then you will be given the peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace equals happiness. And you're going to get tempted. There's going to be hard things that are going to happen in your life, to get angry, to get sad, because unfortunately we live in a world where people cannot be so kind, and they attempt to steal our peace. Your peace is your peace. It cannot, no matter how much it seems like it cannot be stolen, nor can it be taken away. You literally have to give your peace away. And when the time comes, and I hate to say when the time comes, like it's a fact of life, but unfortunately it is. I mean, it's part of life. We're going to get sad. We're going to get down. When you're going through that tough time, just remind yourself, I made it in the past and I'll make it again. God is wonderful. God is faithful. He loves me. He's by my side. The light that exists within me is greater than any force of darkness that ever tries to come against me. And what a beautiful thing to know, because there are going to be dark forces that are going to try to steal your peace. Yes, there are, but the light inside you is going to be able to fight it off. God is the way, the truth, and the light. And the only way to experience true peace is through him. We do live in a world where unfortunately there is a lot of darkness that's going on, but we also live in a world where God, Jesus, is king. He already won the war. We may see things playing out on earth, but we have to remind ourselves there is a battle going on behind the scenes that we cannot see, and that battle will be won. It's already written. The victory is his. But in the meantime, unfortunately, the enemy is doing all he can on planet earth to try to invade the thought life of God's children. If he can't have their soul, then he does his very best to try to ruin their lives. And we need to stay as far away from him as we possibly can to obtain the peace that surpasses all understanding, which is ours, which is free. God gives it to us so freely, and it's up to us to hold on to that peace every single day. And when we find ourselves slipping off course, we really need to check our soul and get right back in with him. I promise you, I have learned that when you live this way, when you keep God number one in your life every single day, when you do that, you will have the peace that surpasses all understanding. You deserve to be living the most peaceful life possible, the most happy life possible. And the way to achieve that is your relationship with God. And he's always and has always been right next to you. So the best way to travel on that pathway to light, that pathway to peace, is to travel with God. By knowing that He's always with you at all times, by knowing that you can go to Him with any requests that you may have in your heart, by talking to Him throughout the day, maintaining an active relationship. When you do this, you will experience God's peace that surpasses all understanding, which is true happiness, and you will be living the most happy, peaceful life that you deserve to be living. So that is what I have to say on the topic of the pathway to peace. If you happen to have any comments or questions on that topic, and or any comments or questions on what I consider to be, gosh, they're different topics, aren't they? But what can I say? I do enjoy them. The top 6 Louis Vuitton items under $600, please do leave those in the comment section below. If you did make it to the end of this video, of course, I greatly thank you as always. Until my next, very, very excited about. You guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Bye.